Hi students, good afternoon. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Welcome to grade 12 business mathematics class. We are learning our second chapter, integral calculus 1. So in that integral calculus 1, we are learning our exercise 2.7 exercise. I gave some homework for you. I hope you all completed. So remaining problems we will complete in our today's class. So problem number 1 you have completed in homework. Problem number 2 and 3 I gave in the last day's class. Problem number 4, 5, 6 I gave homework for you already. I hope you all completed. Problem number 7 and 8 we will do it now. Okay. Come to problem number 7. Exercise 2.7. Problem number 7. Integrates integral of e power x divided by e power 2x minus 9. Okay. So this one e power x is it right? So how we will rewrite this? E power x divided by e power 2x minus 9 dx is equal to integral of e power x. We need to change this also as e power x. Okay, so e power x the whole square. The meaning is e power 2x. 9 how will you write as perfect square? 3 square dx. Okay. Now let us assume this is, let z is equal to e power x. Y means you know the formula for x square minus a square, is it right? So we are going to rewrite this as z as e power x. So when you are finding dz, what is the differentiation of e power x? That's also e power x dx you will get. Now substitute there. What will you get? dz divided by z square minus 3 square. So now you can substitute the formula dx divided by x square minus a square. What's the formula? 1 by 2a into log of modulus of x minus a divided by x plus a plus c. Substitute here. That's equal to 1 by 2 into 3 log of modulus of, in the place of x it's z minus 3 divided by z plus 3 plus c. Okay. That's equal to 1 by 2 into 3 means 6 log of modulus of, what's the value for z mark? We will substitute. That is e power x minus 3 divided by e power x plus 3 plus c. This is the answer. Got it? Very easy. Okay. Next problem. Integrate integral of 1 by square root of 9x square minus 7 dx. Okay. Now here listen here, x for one coefficient is there. So x for one coefficient is there means example we have did, is it right? So x for one coefficient is there means mx square minus a square formula we will use. But here is 7 is there. 7 is not a perfect square. You need to change that. So that you need to rewrite. So solution, how we will rewrite is 1 by square root of 9x square minus 7 dx is equal to integral of dx divided by square root of, shall we write this 9x as 3x the whole square minus 7, how will you write? Root 7 the whole square. Understand? Now it is in the form of integral of dx divided by square root of mx the whole square minus a square. Therefore we will use the formula. That's the only difference I taught in example. We will divide by the x coefficient. So 1 by m into log of modulus of mx plus square root of mx the whole square minus a square modulus plus c. Substitute here. That's equal to 1 by m. What's the m value? 3. 1 by 3 into log of modulus of m value is 3x plus square root of 3x the whole square minus root 7 the whole square modulus plus c. That's equal to 1 by 3 into log of modulus of 3x plus square root of 9x square minus 7 plus c. Got it? Understand? Okay, these are the problems we have completed in examples. These are slight differences are there, because of that I am doing it in the class. So, got it? Okay. Now, listen here in your book. Problem number 9 and 10 I gave the homework for you. So, now let's come to problem number 11. Okay. Now, we will do problem number 11. Question is, integrate x cube divided by square root of x power 8 minus 1 dx. Solution. Integral of x cube divided by square root of x power 8 minus 1 dx. Okay. So, this one you need to change as a perfect square. Is it right? So, that's equal to integral of x cube divided by square root of, how will you write x power 8 square? So, x power 4 the whole square minus 1 dx. Okay. Now, here we need to, by using the substitution you need to do. That is, let z is equal to x power 4. So, then only in the place of x cube dx you can substitute this value. So, because of that I am considering x power 4 as z. So, dz how much you will get? 4x cube dx. So, dz by 4 is equal to x cube dx. Now, all of you got it why I am choosing z as x power 4. If I am choosing x cube as dz means what will happen when you are finding dz value? 4x square only you will get, is it right? So, because of that I chose that. So, in the place of numerator you can substitute this. That is dz by 4 divided by square root of x power 4 I consider as z. So, z square minus 1. So, what's the constant? 1 by 4 we can take outside. Balance is dz divided by square root of z square minus 1. What's the formula I use here? Integral of dx divided by square root of x square minus a square. You will use this formula. What's the value? Log of modulus of x plus square root of x square minus a square modulus plus. You will use this formula here. Use this 1 by 4 into log of modulus of z plus square root of z square minus 1 modulus plus c. That's equal to 1 by 4 into log of modulus of z in the place x power 4 plus x power 4 the whole square, that is x power 8 minus 1 plus c. Okay, this is answer. Okay, next problem, problem number 12. Integrate square root of 1 plus x square. Whether it's a quadratic equation? Yes, is it right? So, we will solve by using completing the square method. First, rearrange this as x square plus x plus 1. Bring the constant x side. X square plus x is equal to minus 1. So, next what will you do? Half of the quotient. Is it right? Plus x plus 1 by 2 the whole square. That's equal to minus 1 plus 1 by 2 the whole square. That's equal to this one. How will you write? X plus 1 by 2 the whole square is equal to minus 1 plus 1 by 4. That is x plus 1 by 2 the whole square is equal to minus 4 plus 1. That is minus 3 by 4. Bring this to this side. X plus 1 by 2 the whole square plus 3 by 4. Is it right? You need to change this as also perfect square. How will you write? X by 1 by 2 the whole square plus root 3 by 2 the whole square. Understand? Why? We know the formula for x square plus a square. Is it right? So, 3 can be written as root 3 the whole square. The value is 3. 4 can be written as 2 square. Okay. So, you will get as 2. Now, substitute here. Solution. First, you will rewrite this. X square plus 6 plus 1 dx is equal to, next step we will substitute this value, that is square root of x plus 1 by 2 the whole square plus root 3 by 2 the whole square dx. Now substitute by using the formula square root of x square plus a square dx. What's the formula for x square plus a square dx? formula is x by 2 square root of x square plus a square plus a square by 2 log of modulus of x plus square root of x square plus a square mod close plus c. Substitute this here. That's equal to, carefully you need to substitute. The reason is, in the place of x here x plus 1 by 2 is there. So you need to be very careful. In the place of x, what's there? X plus 1 by 2. So in the place of x you need to substitute x plus 1 by 2. So x plus 1 by 2 square root of, I said already, inside the square root you will get the same question. Okay, shall we apply directly? That is x square plus x plus 1. If you need, you substitute the same value. Again, if you simplify, you will get the same answer. Plus a square means root 3 by 2 the whole square. Log of modulus of x plus 1 plus square root of, inside you will get the same question. That's x square plus x plus 1 modulus plus c. Again, I am repeating. If you need, you substitute the same x square and a square value and simplify, you will get the same answer. That's equal to x plus 1 by 2. Yes, x plus 1 by 2. Listen students, here we did one small mistake. X value is x plus 1 by 2. So x plus 1 by 2 by 2. So here also 1 by 2 must be there. So 2, is it right? So square root of x square plus x plus 1 plus root 3 the whole square means 3, is it right? 2 square means 4. 4 into 2 means this will go up, is it right? So 3 by 8 you will get. So log of x plus 1 by 2. So modulus of x plus 1 by 2 plus square root of x square plus x plus 1 modulus plus c. That's equal to, this 2 will go out up. So what's the value you will get? 2x plus 1. Yes, LCM. Okay. X plus 1 by 2. Now put as x plus 1 by 2. So taking the LCM, so 2x plus 1 divided by 2 into 2. It will change as 4. So square root of x square plus x plus 1 plus 3 by 8 log of modulus of x plus 1 by 2 plus square root of x square plus x plus 1 modulus plus c. Understand? Do it very carefully. Here x plus 1 by 2, not for both. Okay. So x plus 1 by 2. Again, when I am taking the LCM only, 2x plus 1 you will get. So here also if I simplify, do it carefully. Understand? Okay. So problem number 11 and 12 completed. Then 2 more problems left. I hope you all completed problem number 15 and 16. Okay. Now the 2 more problems are balanced. Problem number 13 and 14. We will complete it now. Problem number 13. Integrate square root of x square minus 2 dx. So how will you change this? Many problems we have completed. Square root of x square minus 2 dx. How will you rewrite this? Square root of x square minus square root of 2 the whole square dx. Now you will use the formula. What's the formula? Integral of square root of x square minus a square dx. What's the formula? X by 2 square root of x square minus a square by 2 log of modulus of x plus square root of x square minus a square plus c modulus. Okay, so this is the formula I use here. Equal to x by 2 square root of x square minus square root of 2 the whole square. Otherwise directly you will write the question. Okay, minus a square by 2 means square root of 2 the whole square by 2 log of modulus of x plus square root of x square minus root 2 the whole square. Otherwise directly write the question. Both also right. That's equal to x by 2 square root of x square minus 2 minus this and this will get cancelled. So log of modulus of x plus square root of x square minus 2 modulus plus c. Okay, so got it. So here root 2 the whole square, the value is 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. You will get the values. Okay, one more problem is there. Problem number 14. Integrate square root of 4x square minus 5 dx. Square root of 4x square minus 5 dx is equal to, how will you write 4 as in a perfect square? So square root of 2x the whole square minus root 5 the whole square dx. What's the formula you use here? 2 m for x for one coefficient is there 2. So you want to be very careful when you are doing the integration. X for one coefficient is there means we will divide by that particular coefficient. Okay. So integral of square root of mx the whole square minus a square dx is equal to 1 by m into mx by 2 square root of mx the whole square minus a square by 2 log of modulus of mx plus square root of mx the whole square minus a square plus c. So this is a formula we are going to substitute here, equal to 1 by 2 into mx, is it right? So 2x by 2 square root of, we will get the directly question, so 4x square minus 5 minus root 5 the whole square by 2 log of modulus of 2x plus, if you need you write it and afterwards you can simplify directly, you will write the question otherwise. Plus simplify, 2 and 2 get cancelled, that's equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2, if you multiply inside, what's the value? X by 2. X by 2 into square root of 4x square minus 5. This is 5, you will get 2 into 2 means 4 log of modulus of 2x plus square root of 4x square minus 5 mod close plus. Got it? So how you got this 4? Outside 1 2 is there, is it right? So you need to multiply by this. Perfect. Okay students, exercise 2.7 completed. I hope you all completed the previous homeworks. So complete this everything and complete 2.7. Okay, let's move to the next section. Next section is definite integrals. All of you take your books, turn to page number 42 in your book. I will explain it in your book. Okay. So first you need to know what you mean by this definite integral. So definite integral is, the meaning is there will be a, so see here, till now what you learned, simply one integral f of x dx, is it right? Here there must be a limit, that's the meaning. So a to b, okay, so represent the limit of a sum. So that's a definite integral. So till now you have learned indefinite integral. Indefinite integral means we don't know that from here to here, that and that you don't know. But here definite integral means a to b, f of x dx represent the limit of a sum. It is also represent as the area of a bounded curve. Then next sections we are going to learn that. So here this x for a is there, x for b is there. That's the definite integral. Okay, so starting value. So here this fundamental theorem of integral calculus is very important. So all of you, when you are writing the note, put the heading as definite integral. Next put the side heading the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Then write down from here to here. All of you listen, put the heading definite integral. Next side heading the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Write down theorem 2.1 and 2.2. Sometimes they will ask in any one words or something. So you need to learn this. The theorem is, first fundamental theorem of integral calculus is, what is state fundamental theorem of integral calculus? They may ask. So these two you need to learn. First theorem states that if f of x is a continuous function and capital F of x is equal to limit a to x, like that you need to read. Okay, a to x f of t dt, then f dash of x is equal to f of x. That is first theorem. Second theorem states that if f of x is a continuous function on closed interval a to b, last year you have learned something in closed interval. If f of x is an antiderivative of f of x, then integral a to b f of x dx is equal to f of b minus f of a. Here a and b are known as a lower limit and upper limit. Here this is called as lower limit, this is upper limit. Understand? So these two theorems you need to take down to your notes and please learn by heart these two theorems. Sometimes they may ask a state fundamental theorem of integral calculus. There's lot of chance, that's an important thing. So you need to learn. Understand? So what are the things you need to take to your note? Put the heading as definite integral. Next heading, fundamental theorem of integral calculus, theorem 2.1 and 2.2. Okay, that's one note. Integral a to b f of x dx is a definite constant whereas integral a to x f of t dt, which is a function of variable x. So just you go through when you are doing the problem, you will get some idea. Okay, we will do one example problem now. Listen here, evaluate integral of 0 to 1, whether there is a limit. So when you are seeing the problem itself, you come to know it's the definite integral. Okay, so we have learned already some formulas for x cube, x square, 7x. So we are going to use the same formula but slight differences there. So I am writing the question, integral of 3x cube plus 7x square minus 5x dx. So first you are going to integrate this, afterwards we will apply the limit. Okay, so first simply we are going to integrate. So how will you integrate? We will split and we will integrate. Is it right? Integral of x cube dx plus 7 into integral of x square dx minus 5 into integral of x dx. Integrated x power 4 by 4 plus 7 into x cube by 3 minus 5 x square by 2. So this is all the things you know, is it right? Plus c. Now you can apply the limit. So what is the limit given? 0 to 1. So x power 4 by 4 plus 7 x cube by 3 minus 5 x square by 2. So only one thing is upper limit minus lower limit. That's the only thing here. Okay, so first you need to apply for x is 1 minus, next you apply for second. So one do you know is there in your book. Listen here, now you will get some idea. Integral of a to b f of x dx means f of b minus f of a. Okay, so f of b minus f of b, that's equal to, now apply it. So 1 you need to apply. So 1 power 4 by 4 plus 7 into 1 power 3 by 3 minus 5 into 1 square by 2 minus, okay, minus 0 power 4 by 4 plus 7 into 0 cube by 3 minus 5 into 0 square by 2. Simplify. What's the value will get? 1 by 4 plus 7 by 3 minus 5 by 2. This all the values zeros, right? 0, 0, 0. So now if we simplify, what's the LCM? 4, 3, 2. What's the LCM? 2, 3, 1. Again 2 means 1, 3. So 2 to 4, 12 is the LCM. So now do it. So when you are finding the LCM, what's the value will get? So 1 by 4 into 12 means 3 plus 7 by 3 into 12 means 7 4s are 28 minus 5 by 2 into 12 means 6, that is minus 30. Simplify. 28 plus 3 means 31 minus 30 by 12. So what's the value? 1 by 12. Very easy, same as everything previous sections. Only one thing is we need to apply the limit. Got it? I hope you got some idea. Not going to move further. We will continue in the next class. So last section fully you completed, okay students. So when we are doing the next problems, we will get somewhat confusion. So because of that, you complete the last section fully and do this problem. Please learn the two theorems. That's the work for you today. Please learn the two theorems thoroughly and take to your note. Then copy this example, that is this example also please take down. Today for you there is no homework. Your only work is you need to learn the two theorem statement. Take this everything to your classes. Okay students, so we will start from example 2.57 in our next class. Be safe students, learn thoroughly, maintain your classwork. We will meet in the next class. Thank you students.